All right. All right, just a little off-grid. Again, dancing. Yeah. Boogieing. Little cabalacita. Little pepper, no? Get it started. We'll peel that stuff later. Right? So when you're off-grid, I'm not at my house right now. I ain't got no propane. You know, this house is broken down. I got no bathroom. I got to go next door, do that. I got to cook like this, right? All you need yourself is a SOG combat hatchet, right? A couple of veggies. Stick them on the grill. Let them get black. It's all right. We're going to peel that stuff off later. All right? And then you don't even need a metal grill. You can use live plant matter. Like, just get wood that's not dead, because it'll burn, right? If it's live, it won't burn. It turns black. Hopefully you find a fruit tree that tastes good. You might find some willow that's going to taste like crap. But anyway. And then all you need is a dead animal, right? That's pretty achievable. You can do it with a stick. Yeah, you can do it with a bow and arrow if you get crafty. But if you got a gun, it gets a lot easier. But then, if you don't have salt and pepper, right, it's going to be kind of just meaty, right? But then, you got some of this. Now, you're not going to find this off-grid too easy. So it's good to stock up on it. Right? So, take this thing, put your finger on the top like that, shake it around. Shake it around a little bit. All right. Flip that over. Let's shake it around again. One more time. Right? Flip that over so that gets on the bottom one there. Flip this guy over. All right, with blood on your finger, put that finger on there again. All right. Shake it one more time. Okay, now I got lots of whiskey on the steak, right? And you guys, is that organic beef? He's like, no. This beef, you got to pray over before you eat it. It also behooves you to maybe take a sip of this. Small sip. Anyway, that's all you need right there. And you ain't going to die if you got this going on. You don't need center blocks. You can use regular blocks. See them? Right. Plenty of stuff to burn in the woods. Make sure you got a magnifying glass. It behooves you to go to the Mountaineers shop and get some magnesium bricks so you can shave that off and get your fire started. In case there's no sun like that, I ain't starting a fire. Right? But if you guys are spoiled and you live in the city, it behooves of you to get the hell out and kind of John the Baptist for a little bit. I mean, get yourself a tent, make yourself comfortable a little bit. Right? Don't bring your Xbox and your PlayStation. Just go out there with a tent. As close to the stream the closer to the stream you are, the better. Because there's fish in that stream, and then if you don't have this, you can put fish on the right, and that cooks really fast. And you don't necessarily need Evan Willams or whiskey to eat fish, but I don't see why not. You see? But right now, very simple. Right? It's not a 3-course. It is a 3-course meal because I got 2 vegetables, 1, 2, 3, and 3 steaks. Right? Now, I'm going to try really hard not to eat this all in one night. But I'm going to put it all in here when I'm done cooking it. And it's going to be hard because I get munchies. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, I'll have some steak for tomorrow morning, some breakfast. I'll try to behave myself. But, that's it. That's it. You know? A lot of you guys living in the city, never used an outhouse, never got a shovel and pooped in a hole. But you're going to have to do that soon. So it behooves you to get started, right? People might think you're crazy. Your neighbors might get on your case about pooping in the hole. So I suggest at least doing it in the backyard for practice. But it's simple, right? And when you get hungry, you can get motivated. You're going to learn how to feed yourself. You're going to get a little twisted, a little angry, right? Want to choke somebody, right? But you will. You're going to choke that animal. You're going to make some food, right? You might start off with a squirrel. We ain't supposed to be eating squirrels, right? We got elk and deer. Not too many deer. You got to go find some deer. Elk are easier. You know, the elk like to cross the road, stand in the middle of it, and just look at you funny, right? So it's easy to find yourself an elk. If you don't mind smashing your car a little bit, you can get yourself an elk really fast. But a deer, they like to run away. So you gotta look crafty. You gotta get crafty when you deal with that. But yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. We're cooking up some whiskey steak. Right, and taking a couple sips, make sure we're caught up. We don't want to fall behind. Like the beef has had more than I have, right? Just a sip. Just a sip. Because it burns like hell. Right, now look how black. Right? So when we peel this stuff off, it's going to be all num-nums on the inside. I know I'm preaching to the choir, some of you. But you'll get over it. Right? Because you guys might have vegetables. And you might even have some beef. Some of you don't have the whiskey, which, you know, you don't understand. You're missing out. And then some of you don't have this. Right? But simple shit. You're going to need, if I were you, I'd put it in a backpack. That magnesium bar I was telling you about, the magnifying glass. Get yourself a hatchet. You don't have to be cool and get an SOG military hatchet. Because this is a war hatchet. That's not necessarily for cutting wood. That's for cutting skulls. And it don't work too good with wood, right? So a good hatchet for wood, right? But keep in mind that this is not going to go in your backpack, right? So you got to think to yourself, what goes in my backpack that makes this happen, right? So, again, metal tools, knives, right? Even if they're broken, don't matter. You just need the blade, right? And you whittle down a stick, you make a handle. But you need to be able to make spears, make traps, right? 550 cord. You're not going to be weaving no 550 cord in the forest. You need to go and buy yourself some, right? Get some parachuting cord. With those things, that's all I need is some parachute cord and a sandwich baggie and a knife. 3 items. You give me, you know, I suppose the hatchet, but the knife can work as a hatchet because you put your knife in the wood and you hit it with a rock and it'll do some hatchet stuff, right? But anyway, a hatchet, a knife. So that's 4 things. A hatchet, a knife, 550 cord, and a whole bunch of sandwich baggies. And the sandwich baggies is just in case you forgot your magnifying glass. You can pee in the baggie and you wrap it up really tight in a ball and use the sun to go through the pee bag as a magnifying glass and make fire. Because in the Marine Corps, they don't give you, you ain't got a magnifying glass. All you got is a plastic baggie and some pee. So it behooves you to learn that. I would suggest trying it. Again, not in front of the neighbors because they might call somebody. But I've been trying to go John the Baptist, and I people keep spoiling me because, man, you look like you need some help. Like, no, I don't need help. I came out here on purpose. I live in the sage, right, on purpose, because I grew up in a higher upper middle class with toilets and all the flushing, and I never went a day hungry, and there's plenty who have. So I knew I was spoiled to some extent. To what extent, I did not know. I probably still don't know. But I do know that with said spoiledness, I might need to grab some of this wood here and get this fire going again. But I might need to go out and suffer a little bit. And so for you city folks who've never pooped in a hole, right, that you dug yourself, you're in big trouble. Right? You're in deep doo-doo. Right? Not just digging a hole to make the doo-doo, but you in it. Right? So it behooves of you to, get out of the house. Right? Quit watching TV. Screw the internet. Just get out there. You might want to tell people on the internet that you're going out to do some John the Baptist. Otherwise, they're going to freak out and think you're dead. Right? So, send your last text message or your last Facebook message, whatever. Let people know I'm going out in the woods. I'll let you know when I get back. Right? And then at the end of the sentence, right? Go out there and learn how to fish. Learn how to cut your own wood and make your own fires and take your lighter and your matches and throw them in the tent, right? And learn how to make a fire without them things because you're going to need that. When I got out of the Marine Corps, that's the one thing that occurred to me is I don't know how to make a fire without a match or a lighter. So I had to go learn that. The Marine Corps didn't teach me that. We got matches in our MREs, right? I mean, they tell you, but they don't force you to exercise it. They make you dig holes and stuff, but they don't teach you how to make a fire, really. So again, when Trump hits the fan, right? When there's no more currency and we're forced to take the mark of the beast and all this other crap going on, Right? We're going to boogie, right? We're going to head up to the woods. We're going to get the fuck out, or get the fire truck out of here, right? So before you do that, know that you're screwed and you're going to die, right? You're going to starve, you're going to die, and then all the morons that might tag up with you, and we talk about cannibalism and all sorts of things. You want to avoid all that crap just by using your noggin, using your noodle, your brain up here. Yeah, that thing. You want to use that to learn shit before you go out into nature. But the only way you're going to learn it, really, because you ain't learning shit from books, you got to go out there and do it, right? So you climb up that mountain, right? Right, you climb up the mountain and stay up there. See where that snow patch is? There's a whole bunch of suffering right there. That's where you need to be, right? You stay right there for 2 weeks, and you're going to learn so much shit, right? Nobody can tell you, right? Because you know already, because you've already done it, right? So that's what you need to do. I love you guys. I love you, but I was in the same boat as most of you are right now. Screwed. You're screwed. You're in deep shit. You're in big trouble because you don't know what the fuck to do, right? But now's the time, whether you like it or not, want to accept it or not, don't matter, right? Because the Antichrist has been crowned, right? He's on the second term right now. So this second term is a shit show. Right? Assume, even though that everything looks good and the clouds, look, those are real clouds, some of them. I showed you clouds earlier. They look like shit, right? So everybody, you look around, like, everything looks, it's such a beautiful day, right? That beautiful day is bullshit. It's lying to you. It's not a beautiful day. It's a fucked up day. And we in trouble. You in trouble. So go out, get on top of that tippy top right there, freeze your ass off, shivering, right? And learn how to survive right there. That's what you got to do, okay? I love you dearly. By Sam Yehusha HaMashiach, Malak Zadok, I hope that you actually do it and challenge yourself. Right? Because if you don't, you're in big trouble. You know, and yes, I will do, if I find you in the woods and you're starving, I'll do some cooking for you, but I ain't babysitting. I'm going to teach your ass. Right? And if you learn slow, I'm going to beat your ass. You don't want to deal with me. Get up there and do it yourself. Right? Love you.